In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get a Figma access token quickly and safely, step by step. This is useful if you need to connect Figma with another app, automate a workflow, or give a tool the right permissions to access your Figma account. I'll walk you through the entire process from logging in to generating the token and copying it correctly, so you don't miss the one moment when it's shown. If this tutorial helps, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more clear software guides just like this. Alright, let's get into it. First, log into your Figma account. You can do this by opening Figma in your browser and signing in with the account you want the token for. Make sure you're using the correct workspace or profile, because the token you generate will be tied to that account's permissions and access. Once you're signed in, you'll land in the Figma file browser. Now look to the top left corner of the screen and click your account menu or avatar. This is where Figma keeps your account level settings rather than the settings for a specific file. After you click it, select Settings from the menu. This will open your account settings page where you can manage things like security options and developer-related access. On the settings page, click the Security tab. This is the section where Figma stores options related to account protection and tokens. Take a moment here to make sure you're in the right place, because the token controls are inside this tab. Once you're in Security, scroll down until you find the Personal Access Tokens section. This is the area specifically designed for generating tokens that can be used for integrations and API access. When you find the Personal Access Token section, click Generate New Token. Figma will open a small dialog or form asking you to configure the new token before it's created. This is where you need to be careful and choose the right settings for your use case. First, enter a name for your token. Give it a clear, descriptive name so you can recognize it later. For example, you might name it something like Zapier Integration, Design Export Script, or Development Testing Token. A good name makes it much easier to manage your tokens later if you create more than one. Next, choose the expiration timeframe. This is important because tokens should only stay active for as long as you need them. If you're using it for a short project, choose a shorter expiration. If you need longer access, pick a time frame that fits your workflow, but always keep security in mind. Setting an expiration is a smart habit because it reduces risk if the token is ever forgotten or exposed. After that, select the scopes or permissions you want to grant. Scopes determine exactly what the token is allowed to do. Only choose the permissions you actually need for the app or workflow you're connecting. The fewer unnecessary permissions you grant, the safer your account will be. If you're unsure, double-check the requirements of the tool you're integrating with so you can choose the correct access level without over-permissioning the token. Once everything looks right, click Generate Token. Figma will create the token and display the secret key on the screen. This part is very important. Copy the secret key immediately. It will only be shown once, and if you leave this page or refresh it without saving the token, you may not be able to view that exact secret again. So make sure you copy it right away and store it somewhere secure, such as a password manager or a protected internal notes system. After you've copied the token, paste it into the app or service that needs it. Be careful not to share it publicly or send it in insecure messages, because this token can act like a key to your Figma account permissions within the scopes you selected. If you ever think a token has been exposed, you should revoke it immediately and generate a new one. And that's it, you now know how to get a Figma access token in just a few simple steps. If this video helped, please give it a like, subscribe for more Figma and software tutorials, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.